Can I say, and it's a very good topic. Somebody sent me a message this morning. I won't mention his name. When the EFF was formed, who was its first funder?
You tell us.
His name was Nati Kirsch.
Who was he?
Nati Kirsch is Jewish. He owns half of all industry in Swaziland and in South Africa. He's very wealthy, very powerful. And political party.
So he formed or he funded the EFF to challenge the ANC.
He funded the EFF because, as Faisal said, funders, donors are not overly comfortable with the ANC for a number of reasons. And Faisal's wrong. It's not necessarily foreign policy. So with due respect to Faisal, he's incorrect. It's to do with the ructions, the rumblings, the leadership tussles in the ANC, the policy misdirection. There's a number of factors apart from foreign policy. So he's right in a way, but he's not entirely right. So political parties go out and they look for money. And when they're going to look for money, they don't say, well, I'm looking for Jewish money, I'm looking for Muslim money, I'm looking for Christian money. They look for money and they get funded by whoever. Now, because of the conflict, it's now become a Jewish Zionist. Not Jewish, sorry. It's now become a Palestinian Zionist conflict, because it's not Jewish. It's not Christian. Because in Gaza, there are a lot of Christians. In the West Bank, there are a lot of Christians. And there are a lot of Messianic Jews. So a lot of people don't understand what the difference between Jew is. There are Jews who have a different ideological perspective or worldview, and there are Messianic Jews who believe in the Christ, right? There are Orthodox Jews who strictly believe in the Torah, like there are different sects in Islam. So you're going to have these issues where people with money, it's nothing to do with a Zionist agenda or a Muslim agenda or a Christian agenda. It just so happened that the Patriotic Alliance, the Democratic Alliance, the Freedom Front Plus, they've always been West-oriented. It's nothing to do with Israel. They've always been West-oriented.
Sam, I just want to stop you. A listener sent in a message correcting you. He says the EFS major funder was Adrian Mazzotti.
The origin,
he comes after the
yeah,
original.
the writer is incorrect. The original funder, while the party was being registered and everything, you can go into the history books, was Nati Kirsch. The current funder, who's been the funder for the last 9 years, yes, correctly, has been the cigarette guy,
Adrian Mazzotti.
whatever his name is.
Now, there's another comment that's come through, and we want to wrap up the news break coming up. The DA has most certainly lost any possibility of winning this election. They have lost the trust of the public and this country, and unfortunately for them, they have no...
But let's just correct them.
Now, they say the Western governments are going to soon turn their backs on Israel due to the massive public outcry for Palestine. The people of the West are the downfall of the government.
But can I just correct that?
Yes.
The DA was never going to win the election. So that's a misnomer.
Correct, but I think the support they got, it might decline. But we'll unpack that after the news. There's been some interesting happenings and comments coming through, Sam. So let's take a break for the news, and inshallah we'll continue after the news break.